So last video I was talking about manga covers. Well, this video is gonna be talking about when you first enter a bookstore, what do you usually see? Well, if you freaking can't read the title, you usually see side covers. And I think manga has some of the most interesting and unique covers, so that's why I'm gonna go over some of my favorite side covers that are in my manga collection. So let's get to it. Let's first talk about white background side covers. And there's some that are pretty unique and some that are not really good, like Kagabachi. Kagabachi has such a cool swordsman fighting action cover, and then you go to the side cover and it's just a white title side cover with it's boring. It's boring. I think if they just made it a bit more unique, it would look very nice. For example, Chainsaw Man. It has a bit of white, but also has a dash of color into it. Or Wokatoy, which I do love the little heart, pixelated heart. Fragrant Flowers is a little bit unique because the title of Fragrant Flowers changes its color, but it's just a little bit. Just a little bit. You can barely see it. Bleach also, it does have a bit of a simple side covers until you get to volume of 49 to 74. It goes from orange numbers to red numbers, which signifies the 1,000-year Blood War arc. If only they did it with the other arcs, I think it would have been pretty good manga side covers. I think my favorite white background side covers is Undead Unluck. Now you might say, what the heck? It's kind of simple. It has a little dash of paint. Well, what are you talking about? When you get to volume 11 to 14, so you go from this white area to this black, dark side covers, and I think it's very cool because it signifies a bit something they face along the way, and I think that's just freaking amazing. Alright, next we go to black background side covers. Demon Slayer and JJK, they're alright. I think they could do a little bit more. I do like Demon Slayers with what they did with the numbers, but there are some unique ones out there. Gachakuta or Yashiman, their titles having different colors, I think that's pretty cool. Another black cover I would say is JoJo's, where each part is different. Only I could get all of JoJo's, but that is a lot of money. But I think my favorite one is Kindergarten Wars. And it might look basic, but when you look at the fine detail, you see, like in the first volume it has bullets, and the second volume it has coins, which represents the characters, which I think is pretty cool. So this one, it's not really a section because I really only have one series that does this. Only one solid color, and it's Spy Family, which is the color green. I do like Spy Family's just one solid color because it just sticks out of my manga collection. I think it's really nice. Let me know if there's any other mangas that have like a solid color. Alright, so now we're gonna move on to the rainbow category. Let's start with My Hero. My Hero has a very interesting color palette. There's some repeating themes with the same background. I also like how each student or hero is also displayed in the bottom. Very cool. I do like Danadon's and Black Torch. They have like a neon color. I like it well with the little bit of black background on it because the neon colors just pop out. Vinland Saga, ooh, has like a bit of a darker color shading, a little bit colorful. I do like like I said in my last video, it has that Viking like trinkets in the cover, which makes it look like a Viking bud. Death Note also has the same. It's a little bit darker colors actually, and I think that's amazing because it is Death Note. Then you go into Consensual Quintuplets, which is the complete opposite. It has very bright colors, very unique colors, and I think that last volume where the title on it has different colors is amazing. You know what? Yu-Soba was the right choice. Yeah, I know. You Miku fans and Dinos. And how could I forget freaking One Piece? One Piece has the most amazing colors. I think what's really cool about it is that when you look closely, it actually tells you what arc that volume is in. I think it's really cool until you get to volume 61, where it's just New World for like the rest of the volumes until you get to Wano. So now we go into the section called cover, side cover, backgrounds. No, covers, background, side. You'll understand. So Komi Can Communicate has some very interesting volume covers. They took the front cover, put it in the side, and then zoomed into Komi's face, and boom, you got yourself a Komi Can Communicate side cover. And they do that for every single volume. You just see Komi's face all over each side cover, and I think that's cool, I guess. Hell's Paradise side covers, it's a very little noticeable. A cover extends into the side covers. You just have to really look into it, but once you know, it's very cool. Kaiju number 8 does this very noticeably with all the characters extended into the side covers, all with cool colored backgrounds, and I think that's very cool. Now onto my favorite side covers, the connecting side covers. I think you already know what this means. So let's first go back to One Piece. So when I did my last video, I was talking about side story front covers, and when you put together, it makes this cool picture. Well, what happens if I told you that the side covers, when put together, they also make Ace's face? That is so cool. One Punch Man kind of does it. It has some alright side covers. When you get to volume 19 to 24, they also have like little images that are connected, and I think that is so amazing. But I think the one that I really like the most is gotta be Dragon Balls. You have a continuing freaking picture all through the volumes, and when put together, it is beautiful. And it even works when it comes to Dragon Ball, and then Dragon Ball Z, and then Dragon Ball Super. And that is so amazing. It's like an artwork being put up. And that's probably my favorite side cover. So those are some of my favorite side covers. Let me know what are your favorite side covers, and let me know if there's any other interesting side covers out there. But anyways, I will see you guys later.